What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How y'all doing? Top of the week. It's Monday, January 5th. How y'all doing? Oh, man. It's a lovely weekend. It's a great weekend. I got to chill with the family. Big shout to my homie, Soraya. Happy birthday to you. Anybody that celebrated a birthday this weekend, happy birthday to you guys. Mom Dukes, my mom, she celebrated her birthday, went to go visit her, and we had a great time. You know what I mean? Big shout to Mom Dukes, happy birthday. The next day, January 2nd, was my dad's birthday, so happy birthday to you, Dad. You know what it is. Oh, man. But we are here, January 5th, Monday, top of the week, like I said, and I hope everybody had a great weekend, and we're about to have a great week, right? Great week? Of course, you know what I mean? Oh, man, a lot of things happened over the weekend. I think we're just going to go ahead and just talk about some things that happened. And we're going to also, like I said, we talk about DJ life too, you know what I mean? Last Friday, I believe, I was talking about, DJs supporting other DJs, and I think certain DJs felt some type of way about that comment. Why should you feel some type of way? You know what I mean? It's free 99 to support another DJ. Now, if that DJ don't support you, you always gotta show that you're a bigger person. It don't matter if you're a DJ. It don't matter what situation it is, man. You always have to show that you are the bigger, better person. That's just me. All right, so don't feel no type of way because I or anybody else blogging about certain things, man. Like, come on, man. Sometimes we just keep it 100 over here, and not sometimes, all the time. We keep it 100 over here, and we don't mind. We don't mind you leaving your comment, but when your comment comes off as a hater, that's when we all look at you and be like, yo, what's wrong with you? Why you had to say that? You know what I mean? There was another post that I did talking about DJs using the mic and not mixing. Listen, some of y'all took that the wrong way. I am guilty. Yes, me, DJ Epps, is too guilty about using a mic and transitioning from one song to another in a party or a mix show, whatever, you know what I mean? But my main objective in that comment was to say that if you're calling yourself a DJ and you have no idea how to mix, scratch, blend, you don't know the meaning of BPM and transitioning at all whatsoever, that's the problem I'm having with you calling yourself a DJ and you're just using the mic. Possibly don't even have the software of a Serato, Redbox, whatever, and you're just using a mic and you probably DJing off of iTunes, mixing, whatever you want to call it. That was my issue. All right. Some people, in my comment box, another legend commented on another legend of doing that. And, I understand where that comment was coming from. And to defend that legend, other legend, he's a great DJ as well. But he would tell a story when he was mixing. And that's absolutely cool. That's not a problem with that. But if that DJ, I swear, had no idea, had to know how to mix, DJ, scratch, transition, no nothing. Don't know BPMs, don't use the pitch, no nothing. That's a problem. So DJs, I hope you didn't get that the wrong way, take that the wrong way, or got offended about that. You know what I mean? Ooh. Yeah, sorry, my Bandcamp is ringing. Speaking about Bandcamp, like, I dropped the dope 20 blend, you know what I mean? Mixtape with my guy DJ Demo. Oh man, them 20 blends are hot fire. R&B blends at that. Yeah, you could use them at your parties, your mix shows, whatever, man. And if you're not a DJ and you're just a music lover, listen, go to my Bandcamp, djepps.bandcamp.com, or just go to bandcamp.com and search up DJ Epps, and you could grab the new 20 blends, the exclusive demo, brought to you by yours truly, DJ Epps, and my guy, DJ Demo. Now, these blends, we took time to work on it, you know what I mean? Us DJs, boy, we're like producers, executive producers, and when we come up with these blends, we put our heart and soul on it. One of the blends that I've been pushing lately is the Anita Baker featuring Trick Daddy. No One in the World. Whoo, man, that one right there is hitting right now, man, especially in the South, because when I do my blends, I try to, create blends for everybody, you know what I mean? Not just New York uptown blends, and not to I'm not trying to call out nobody. I'm not trying to say nothing at all. But when it comes to blends, me as a DJ, I'm always used to listening to DJs from New York doing these blends, and they do such a great job at it, man. That's where I grew up on, you know what I mean? And those uptown blends too, hey, man, absolutely magnificent. I love them, you know what I mean? Whether it was Dirty Harry, whether it's Juice, even my boy Demo, and the list goes on, you know what I mean? But me from the South, I thought it was cool to start blending, music from not just from the South, but also from the West Coast, you know what I mean? Chicago, Midwest, all that, you know what I mean? And that was just me. So when I decided to do that Trick Daddy and Anita Baker, man, that thing hit. To all the supporters, everybody in my DM that got the mixtape or enjoyed that particular blend, I appreciate you guys. That blend right there was also inspired by my guy Trick Daddy. I would have some parties here in Miami, Florida, with and Trick Daddy would pull up sometimes, and Trick tends to sometime come to the DJ booth and be like, if he hears me playing some R&B, he'll be like, yo, Epps, drop some Anita Baker, some Stephanie Mills. You know what I mean? He throws it back. I don't know if he's challenging my skills or my library, but he's been doing that. So when I did that blend, I thought of Trick Daddy, and I was like, you know what? Let me put this Anita Baker on top of the Trick Daddy, and I gotta send it to him to see if he fucks with it or not, you know what I mean? But that's what inspired me to do that blend. Now I got another blend in there I'm gonna drop soon that a lot of people is hitting me up about, and is the Lisa called Jam. I Wonder If I Could Take You Home remix that I did with Drez from Black Sheep. Oh man, that thing hitting right there. That thing slaps. What they say, that thing slap right there. Yeah, man, that one. And yo, my boy Demo, forget about it, man. That boy went in. Like, you know what I mean? I'm happy he talked me into doing this mixtape. 20 blends right now. The exclusive demo is out right now. I need you to go check that out. It's hot fire. You know what I mean? Yeah, hit the Bandcamp at DJ Epps and go grab it. DJs, music lovers, whoever, go grab it. Support it. We appreciate it. So, over the weekend, everybody's talking about Trump, Venezuela, what's been going on. Listen, I don't get into politics. I'm not the one to talk about all of that stuff. All I know is that guy Trump is funny. He's hilarious. He needs his own TV show. Real talk. You know what I mean? Listen, you know, I'm not a big Trump fan. I'm not. But like I said, he needs his own show because he's one funny character. You know what I mean? Um, what I will say is, you know, what's good is good. What's bad is bad. You know what I mean? You know what's good. You know what's bad. Um, to everybody that live in Venezuela, if you're happy with what happened and you know you're cool with not being not going through what you've been going through for the past decades and so on, then you know I'm glad you guys are in a better position, and you know you know continue to fight, stay strong, and all that. You know what I mean? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Mm. One time for wifey. Making that bacon, egg, and cheese, I guess. Yes, it's bacon, egg, and cheese. Why not? I haven't had breakfast. Just got out the gym. But yeah, Venezuela, yo, you know, you guys keep your head up. Keep your head up. And, you know, I hope bad things don't come out of this situation. All good, all positive. All right. With that being said, man, you know when people say keep my name out your mouth? When people say keep my name out your mouth and you continue to talk about that person, you know, don't be surprised. Do not be surprised when mess around and find out comes around and knock on your door. I have to say that. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Because it's a saying out there, and it's real. Uh-huh. That's good. It's a saying out there, and it's real. So be careful. Big shout out to my man, Dave East. Dave East, man. Oh, man. A dope lyricist, dope artist. And he got a new podcast out there right now with Fabulous Jim Jones and Mano. And I was on his page recently, and he was just saying that there was a time in his career before him becoming famous, he realized that, you know, before he was famous, he would say what's up to famous people, and they would, you know, maybe they didn't know him, but they would treat him a certain way. The artist, you know, maybe they wasn't having a good day that day, but the artist would just, yeah, you know, hey. But now that he's Dave East, and he sees those artists, and they like, yo, Dave East, man. So his demeanor and attitude towards that is, yeah, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? I get that. I truly do. I know artists that before they even blew up and they still acting like that. Like when I see them, they act like, you know what I mean? Right. And it's true what he says. You never know who you meet. You never know who that person is going to become. Try to be more nice to people. Try to be more nice to people because you never know who that person is going to become. You never know if that person is able to help you out in your future or what you're doing now. You just never know. So try to be nice. Another example, I think, I'm not too sure. You know, I saw it online, you know, athletes would ask for people would ask for autographs from athletes. And the athlete just, no, not today. I think I seen a couple with LeBron James, I'm going to be honest with you. And, people remember that, man. People remember that when you diss them. So I don't care how much of a bad day I'm having. I try to keep a smile and say what's up to everybody and anybody. You know what I mean? I don't be out there acting like, I don't, I control that emotion and tune out and remember that I'm DJ Epps and people like to say what's up to me and shake my hands and, give me some props or whatever the case is. You know what I mean? So I just remember that, you gotta, make sure you tune in and tune out when you can and be nice to everybody because, people out there, they remember, those type of situations, all right? So be nice to people. Smile. Shake hands. Kiss babies, right? Yo, so me and my boy was talking the other day, and we just was asking each other why people love to put tattoos on their face. Not just one tattoo, not just a teardrop, but all over their face. I had a boy, his name is Tattoo. I never questioned him, no nothing. I would just, look at him and be like, hey, what's up, my dog? You know what I mean? And Tattoo has tattoos everywhere. Thought it was cool at one point. But when I looked at recently Blueface and 6ix9ine and, I'm sorry if I'm calling out you guys, you're the ones that I kind of seen recently with these tattoos. And, I'm not judging you, but to have tattoos all over your face, don't that hurt? Didn't that hurt your cheekbones? You know what I mean? What is it about tattoos all over your face? That's crazy work right there. And what happens when you get gold? You know what I mean? When you become an elderly, how does that, you know what I mean? How does that sit on your face? How does that look on your face? With tattoos all over your forehead, under your eyes, on top of your lips, under your nose, right here, and cheekbones, even on your ears, you have tattoos on your ear. Like, how does that work? Man. And what was it, Blueface, old girlfriend or baby mama? She recently was trying to remove his face or his name on her face. Like, you know what I mean? There you go. You know what I mean? You make a mistake in your life and you regret it. That right there. That's crazy work. You know what I mean? You used to love this guy so much and then you tattooed his face or whatever on your face. And now you done broke up. He don't respect you, no nothing. And you feeling some type of way and you just you want to remove it now? Crazy work, man. Yeah, think twice before you want to put tattoos all over your face. I have one tattoo right here. One tattoo. And I swear to God, I'm no punk, but this bothered me when I was doing the tattoo. You can't really see it, but it says my wife's name, Claudia. You know what I mean? I wasn't big on,
Really? Really?
Can you stop? What, you want to come see? Come show people your hair. How about that? But yeah, you see, this right here. I wasn't big on having a ring while I go DJ, and you know what I mean. It would bother me. You know what I mean. Trying to move around, doing this and having it was bothering. So I was like, you know what? Let me go get a tattoo. And like I said, even this bothered me a little bit in the sense of when they was tattooing. They say the knuckle is one of the hardest, worst part to do a tattoo, and it would hurt. I was sitting there like. They would put BT Rhapsody or something at the time, and I was enjoying watching new videos, and I'm like, oh man, yeah. But there's tattoo lovers out there. I'm not mad at you. I get it. I just don't understand the whole tattoo all over your face. Why do you do that? All over your face. Probably have tattoos in your nostrils, inside, like. Anyways, big up to all the tattoo lovers out there. Man, Selena Powell, you foul. Selena Powell, you are foul. As gorgeous you are a foul person. For you to take a video, uh, 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 a screenshot, a video of Offset laying in the bed while whatever happened the night before, like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? You're doing that for clout. You're doing that to show something to somebody. You're doing that to sell the video to TMZ. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, don't you know you put yourself out there? Like, oh, you one of them. Like, you went and laid up with a celebrity and you know, like, why would you do that? Ladies, why would you do that? If you and somebody have something privately, keep it private, man. Like, don't put your business out there like that, man. And don't put that man's business out there either. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? All right? Stop that. Selena Powell, foul. That was totally foul. All right? Big shout to 50 Cent. This guy's always in my blogs and whatnot, but 50 Cent surpassed 2 billion streams on Spotify. Listen, man. For In the Club, the song In the Club. It's your birthday. We're gonna party. Man, listen, man. Another timeless record, another timeless hit song right there. And, there you have it. You got to create a timeless hit song. We love timeless records that you could just go on and listen forever. And 50 Cent surpassed 2 billion streams on that In the Club record. Congratulations, 50. Yeah, that's it right there. What else I want to talk about, man? When do you know? Listen, man. Somebody was, having a debate with me about forgiveness. Is it all right to forgive? Is it all right not to forgive? A lot of people say, yo, you need to forgive for yourself. I get that. I truly do. I do. But, and some people say that, forgive, but never forget. Yes, absolutely right. But how do you forgive a person that, did something to your mom, your kids, your wife, steal your money, did something to your house? The extreme. How do you forgive somebody that does the extreme, the fuckboy shit? You know what I mean? Or when a bad individual just does something out of this world that's just foul, like totally foul. That, you know what I mean? How do you forgive that person? Please leave it in the comment box. Let me know, how do you forgive that? When it comes to that, I can't forgive. I can't. I don't know how to. Somebody, I never was raised up that way. I just, you know what I mean? You want to hate on me on whatever because I'm a great DJ and you talk bad about me, I'll forgive you. Go ahead. But when you do the ultimate foul stuff, how do you forgive? How do you forgive? Yeah, leave it in the comment box. Let me know. Because I too, DJ Epps, like to learn. Period. All right? Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because me and my boy was going back and forth about forgiveness. And, that's what it is. Big shout to my man T-Roy out in California. Seemed like he was going through some things and he called me for advice. T-Roy, my bad. I wasn't even supposed to say your name, but big shout to you. But he called me out, asking for advice because we was talking about janky promoters. Now, he went and did some investing and helping out in some award shows that was supposed to go down in California. And last minute, I guess whoever was doing the award show, 3 days later, canceled the award show. And, that means, okay, everybody that invested, where's my money if you canceled? Oh, there was a flood in the club and yeah, 3 days before the event. And I told my dog, and you gotta investigate, man. See if the club really went through a flood. See if the promoter was selling tickets. Maybe he really canceled out because he wasn't selling tickets. For whatever reason, don't crash out. Don't get into your emotions and go do something that you're going to regret. You know what I mean? So I had to give them that advice. So, janky promoters, man, stop being janky, man. They've been janky since the early 90s, since time, I don't know when, but janky promoters, y'all need to stop being janky, all right, man? Really, really, really. There was a movie about that. I thought it was hilarious. Janky promoters, yeah. Stop being janky, man, all right? Pay your DJs, pay your bar tenders, pay your bus boys. You know what I mean? Club owners, take care of your promoters and so on, man. Like, stop doing foul play out there, everybody, man. Be right, be good. You know what it is. Last but not least, man, I want to talk about YNs and OGs. YN versus OGs. I want to talk about YN versus OGs because I see Aiden Ross and Joe Button going at it. Like, ladies and gentlemen, guys, this is all I got to say. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. What do I look like, an OG beefing with a YN, a young boy? And young guys, stop dissing OGs. Stop dissing legends. Stop dissing people that came before you, that help you become who you are and what you're doing on your platform, because that person probably helped created that. You know what I mean? Or whatever the case is. Like, YNs versus OGs need to stop. I'm going to be honest with you. Stop making it look like it's beef. Stop sending goons to the OG's house. Stop sending whoever to the young boy's house and go get like, stop the YN versus OGs. All right? What we need to do is learn and teach each other to be better. Yes, I too could learn from a YN. From a young guy. You know what I mean? OGs can learn from a young perspective, from a young eyes view. You can. And young guys, definitely, you can learn from us. You know what I mean? Whether you like it or not, where you think that you know it all or not, you can learn from us, OGs or legends or grown-ups. So, the YN versus OGs need to stop. All right? Needs to stop. It's time for me to get up out of here. I'm going to see you tomorrow, man. It's your boy DJ Epps. You know me. I had to. You know what it is.
Hey, yo, Epps, let these mother... No!
Right. And, if you guys want to talk about anything, leave it in the comment box. And, I'll jot it down and we'll talk about it live and direct. So, big shout out to everybody on my Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch, my IG. IG fan base. Y'all been showing me so much love, and I appreciate that, all right? Once again, it's your boy DJ Epps signing out, and we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll talk some more, all right? Have a good night, blessed day, blessed week, and all that. Peace out!
I will be with the fire, baby.